So, we found out that Danny Balls doesn't have any. We found out that Ben Shapiro's suggestions for what Elon Musk should do with Twitter, a guy who made, is worth $200 billion and decided to spend 44 of it buying a social media website because he can, should listen to Ben Shapiro and tell him to do 3 things that would be borderline ridiculous wastes of time. And the 4th thing, which is fire everybody, would be a lunatic exaggeration of executive power in any business. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. But when it comes to just dumb, we're dealing with right now with heightened elements in tensions all over the world, dealing with Ukraine. The Germans are now saying that they're going to be off of Russian oil, not by the end of the year as they earlier said, but in a matter of days. Russia is threatening and is turning off gas to Poland and Moldova because they refuse to pay in rubles. Or you could just say Poland and Moldova are going, we don't want your gas because we're not paying you in rubles. Fuck you. And that was that. But it's interesting how everybody phrases that. That's a curious thing to me. It's a very Jimmy Dore way of looking at the world. But when it comes to like the super dum-dums that are out there, what more could you want than Alex Jones? Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Back in the seat after a while. Honestly, looking like a CG balloon version of himself. This is the road to nuclear war. Russia officially at war with NATO. Officially. Now, what would that mean officially? Well, officially it would mean that NATO and Russia both agree that they are at war. NATO agrees on no such thing. As a matter of fact, they're taking every step to distance themselves from the actual activity of war, even if they are supplying arms and support and protecting their own borders just in case these guys decide to, spread out, and in case the Russians get tired of fucking up in one country, they can fuck up in 3. So, Alex seems to think that, that qualifies as NATO being at war. And why? Because Russia says they are, and that's good enough for him.
That studies warfare and how warfare explodes. Anybody that studies warfare and how...
Anybody. Okay, yeah, I couldn't tell what the first word was. Anybody that studies warfare. Anybody? Anybody?
Warfare explodes
warfare.
And spirals out of control.
Uh-huh.
Would know that historically, what has gone to full world war is now happening again, where each side keeps escalating in the fight. Heavier weapons, more armies are pumped in, and then finally you're in all-out war. But
yeah, that's also how every big internalized war between 2 small countries has eventually gotten to a point and collapsed, and one side has won or lost too. Like at some point in every war, both sides are ratcheting up, right? Isn't that how a war works? It's like a boxing match. At some point, somebody's going to try and knock somebody out. And this is so stupid.
The NATO power.
Jesus Christ, man. Get a lozenge. Global emergency. Oh, this is their own. I love when people put their own fucking headlines on stuff. As I said. Global emergency. Russia says it's officially at war with NATO. Warns nuclear Armageddon imminent. Watch live. This doesn't sound like clickbait or anything. Yeah, no, I'm totally in.
Russia, and the foreign minister has already announced what the Pentagon admitted weeks ago.
Fuck, man. What do you gargle broken glass before every show?
I told you about before the war even started officially, that U.S. forces, tens of thousands of special operations troops.
Also, by the way, if you want to know what the fuck is up with his voice besides shouting and damage of talking for a long time, it's acid reflux. That's what acid reflux does to your voice. That's what that is. You can fix it. You can work on it. The best way is change your diet. But that's acid reflux.
Are in Poland and in Ukraine directing the attacks on the Russians.
No, they're not. That's bullshit. That's Russian propaganda. They're not directing them. They're feeding them intel. They're giving them gear. Have at it.
So the Russian foreign minister, Lavrov,
that poor man,
went public last night and said, we are at war with NATO. NATO's at war with us.
Well, that makes it official. If Russia says it's so, guys. Come on. Whatever standard they set, that they beat the drum, we all dance.
This is going to escalate very quickly into a nuclear war.
Just toss that up like I'll have breadsticks. It's going to escalate into a nuclear war. Also, he gets the check.
You think that would be bigger news? It's in some newspapers, but it should be the top story everywhere. That's a big deal.
Really?
We have reached...
Thank you. By the way, that's his version of a rim shot, I think.
Level of danger that is just completely unprecedented.
This coming from the guy who said there's like baby spine juice drinking lizards running the government. You'd think he'd be happier than a pig in slop.
You look at how the frog in the pot works.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the boiling pot analogy. Boy, is that shit jumped. At what point did a shark jump the frog in the boiling pot?
Successive approximation or incrementalism.
Or incrementalism, everything, like, the more you... Y poco natito solo. Arrojo.
As tyranny accelerates and expands.
As tyranny accelerates and expands, give it to us, big boy. Hit us with the big philosophy.
And is not reversed.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yes, of course. If tyranny escalates without being reversed. Okay, I would have assumed we meant that, but silly me, I don't know how this works.
We become accustomed to it and then basically accept it.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is. It ratchets up really quick, and we're like, I'm so used to this. I don't even know what it was like to not be on the edge of nuclear war. I kind of like it.
The Russian foreign minister came out in a national TV announcement.
Wow, that's bold. Because Putin, considering Putin's feelings towards gay people.
It's coming up, and warned of imminent nuclear war.
He looks well. Another one of their own headlines.
He said that Russia is at war with NATO and that there is now a real chance the conflict will turn nuclear. Kremlin Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned.
Sergei, would you like an espresso or a cappuccino? I can make it with a little lemon twist. It's good. You should try it, No, it's not too much trouble. No, of course not. Don't be stupid.
That's a pretty big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. If only I, as a Gen Xer, had lived through a time when the Russians threatened us with nuclear annihilation, I would know what that's like. Gosh, I can hardly remember a time when the Soviets or the Russians threatened us with nuclear annihilation. Did that ever happen? Or did I dream it?
Pretty big deal. Germany responded by reversing their ban on heavy weapons like tanks and helicopters.
So apparently they don't buy it?
And is now going to ship those in with crews to train the Ukraine.
I love his sights, man. And there's so much you can tell about this dickhead by the sights he does. First of all, everything's fake news. And then he's got fucking Washington Post articles all over his fucking desk. And he's like, see, it's here. You can read it right there. It's written right there. You're like, motherfucker, it's either fake news or it isn't. You can't tell me that the establishment media has been manipulating and propagandizing everyone to the nth degree. Because this isn't even like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This motherfucker thinks they're run by lizards, basically. So the fact that he has their articles in his stack, like, see, told you, is insane.
And so direct
zero hedge. Fuck off.
Between NATO, the U.S., and Russia. And
look at the zero hedge. Look at the article written by Tyler Durden. The picture of Brad Pitt. Yeah, this is honest. That's the kind of nom de plume I trust. That's not a sock puppet.
Bragg, the CIA, and Green Berets and the Navy SEALs are all over there.
Yeah, that's fucking hell.
And this is just absolutely accelerated. And it was our military working with George Soros that overthrew
what?
the Ukrainian government 8 years ago. And
what? Our military working with the Ukrainian government, even Dore doesn't go this far. This is hilarious. Working with George Soros overthrew the Ukrainian government 8 years ago. So Yanukovych is the good guy because he thinks Soros is an evil monster. So clearly this means that Alex Jones is Team Yanukovych, okay? And maybe a bit of Team Poroshenko.
Russia doesn't want regime change on its border.
Oh, that's what it was. They're just reacting to some shit that happened 8 years ago. Regime change. You mean they don't want elections? Fuck you.
Say what you want about Vladimir Putin.
Okay. Yeah, where do we start? He's morally bankrupt, grotesque. He's obviously a murderer who's done it by hand and by fiat multiple times. He apparently shares the same love of stimulants and prednisone that you do, and that's why you both have the same bloat. I think he might be addicted to Pervitin, but that's my own feeling based on his shaky physical stature right now. And of course, I think he's got a Hitlerian view of the world, but thank God it's only in terms of geography and not humanity, because that's the only thing keeping him from nuking the Earth, because he wants to live here and enjoy it. Oh, and he's not attractive and gross, especially now. I mean, when he was younger, hey, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum, but now he looks pretty awful, and so do you. You look kind of the same kind of awful, which is weird.
The United States would not put up with anything close to this on our borders.
Well, we had a Spanish-American War and a Mexican-American War, and we have established strong borders in that regard, and we're not seeking to take over land in those other countries. So what the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's their border too, fucko. You only own one side of a border. Why the fuck should Ukraine have to put up with this shit on their border? Why the fuck, once Russia started moving shit to the Ukrainian border on their side, why didn't Ukraine go, we don't have to put up with this shit on our border, we're invading Russia? Where the fuck does that have? Like, who cares? Kind of macho bullshit. Oh, it's frozen again. Jerkweed.
Any sane nation will not do that. Anybody that studies warfare and how warfare...
Oh, he does this fucking loop. Sorry. Oh, and they're fucking selling t-shirts. Imminent, yeah. This is like on a loop. It's
They're dark rat holes.
Uh-oh. We missed a stupid... Okay, t-shirts. Liberty or death. Don't tread on me. His fucking thing. Like, first of all, that shirt wouldn't fit Alex because his diet's too fucked up. And he's bloated in a way that has nothing to do with fat. It's water retention. It's totally unhealthy. He's inflamed like a motherfucker. Liberty or death. Obviously, he has chosen, instead of a slow liberty, to a slow death.
Global emergency. Russia says it's officially at war with NATO.
Is he just reread these things in different voices for clips?
Warns nuclear Armageddon imminent. As our borders collapse,
Our border's not collapsed.
value of our currency is annihilated.
The what of our currency? Hold on.
Annihilated. As the pedophiles come out of...
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Back up.
As the value of our currency is annihilated.
The value of our currency isn't annihilated. The dollar's going up, you fucking moron.
As the pedophiles come out of their dark rat holes.
Well, you have a better view of them than I do, apparently. What are you, their landlord?
We are here still.
Well, of course you are. You guys, don't you guys coordinate together? Then they go, we're coming out of our Alex, we'll be coming out of our rat holes tomorrow at 2. Just get your cameras ready. And then we'll both make money. You fight us and we'll fight you. It'd be great.
Begging the public to reach out to God.
Reach out to God. How would one go about that? Besides, I mean, obviously, being a good and decent Christian and not casting hateful aspersions on other people and talking shit for a living, which is obviously out of the question.
And ask for the Holy Spirit to come into us.
What the fuck? When? All right, God damn it. No pun intended. He's just co-opting megachurch language because it's a way to make money. Is this? I mean, this is what happens when you look at your insights and you go, people who watched you also watched fucking Kenneth Copeland.
And drive the evil out of our own hearts and minds and souls.
Okay, job 1. Get at it. I haven't seen any progress in that area, but I've got faith in you, Alex. You bastard. Go for it.
So that we can be lights in the dark.
Lights in the dark. The horrors.
To save the innocents.
Yeah, that's what you're there to do. Lights in the darks to save the innocents. You mean like the Sandy Hook kids, you fucking tool?
And
save them so that, none of anybody who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein shouldn't be anywhere near a child. That's why I'm golfing with Trump this weekend.
Save ourselves.
Huh? This guy, did I actually say that? Did that come out of my mouth? I mean, honestly. Glenn, roll that tape back. Did I? Goodness. This is my thinking face.
Everything we witness now.
Everything.
Is only the beginning.
Wouldn't the second thing you witness... I'm confused. How do you... Everything we witness now is only beginning. How do you start back? Is everything a new beginning? How is evil going to get a head start if it keeps having to go back to the starting line? I just shave our shelves, yes.
It's the beginning of the end.
Oh, all right. Well, that clarifies it. Everything we see is the beginning, and then the next thing we see the beginning, but the last thing that begun ended, so we're at a new beginning, and then that'll end too when everything you've observed. Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Do I have to keep a list?
Which is the beginning of the new start.
Oh, good. All right. So that's great. Let me get this straight. Everything we see is a beginning, and it leads, of course, to the end, because this is the beginning of the end, which is at the end of the beginning, which begins the new start. Fuck me. This asshole has made millions of dollars off the fucking tools that follow him. Selling them dick pills and pancake batter in giant tubs and prepper survival food and vitamin B and all with lead in it. Fuck you. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that keeps you riveted. Right, InfoWar crowd? Shit. Like, God save us from dipshits trying to appear profound. Guys, please. Can we all together hum the national anthem while Alex says this?
Everything we witness now is only the beginning. It's the beginning of the end, which is the beginning of the new start.
This is the new start. Fuck me. What the hell? I can't. What is that? What is this? What is this fucking thing? Look at this. All right. I was about to rant on, like, look at the amount of gear this fucker has. Look at the set. Look at all the money that is spent on it. This is, look at the, there were, dozens of dollars spent at Fiverr on these quality graphics. This is a custom desk he had made by a company in China that does semi-custom desks. Fuck me. Yes, Leslie. Not only did he post this, because he does a fucking 3-hour show or whatever all the time, but he posted this. He was like, this is good.
Grab it. This is the part. This is the part that, this is the part that will shake the very foundations of the...
Fucking hell. I gotta sing tonight. I can't do this shit.
Will we survive is the question.
Who's we, dum-dum? Because I've seen the court stuff that's going on. You're fucked. I mean, this does have an air of, like, we just had to declare bankruptcy across all of our organizations. This might be our last show about it. But it's also a pitiful way to fucking raise money for his bullshit cause.
The orchestrated collapse of civilization is here.
Oh, well, at least isn't technically, point of order, Mr. Chairman, if you orchestrate the collapse and there's an organization that orchestrates it, isn't that in and of itself a form of civilization? Sort of a reset button, but ultimately an orchestration speaks to some sort of civilized activity. If it's a, chaos destroys society, then obviously civilization is gone. But if another civilization goes, which both sides of the political spectrum have argued for at different times, clearly that is just listen to me. Look who I'm talking to, Mr. SATs.
We are now deep into the first phases of it.
Deep into the first phase of the beginning of the end, which is the end of the beginning of the new start. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm sick of playing chutes and ladders with this asshole.
There is no reverse.
That's right, Templeton. It's the circle of life, and it kills us all.
Of the collapse.
I'm over here. You're looking in the wrong camera. Psst. There I am. No, wrong one. Look at the monitor.
The only question is, how bad is it going to get?
Let's see. How bad is it going to get? Well, let me tell you, it's not going to get London during the Blitz bad, and it's not going to be as easy as a yacht deck in Wolf of Wall Street, but it's going to be somewhere between. It's the final countdown. We're leaving together, but still it's farewell, and maybe he'll come fat to earth, who can tell, yeah.
I don't come up.
Yeah, by the way, the original notes, no warm-up, even after I sang like crazy last night. I'm just saying. You're welcome.
And try to scare you. And I don't.
Well, I'm glad you're not trying, because you would be failing miserably. I am not afraid. And by the way, if you are an alleged Christian like you think, be not afraid is one of the sort of key tenets. Surviving the rapture for dummies. That's basically what the show is now, yeah.
Up here and tell you these things.
Uh-huh.
If there isn't hope. But you better get right with God.
Yes. I don't want you to think the end of the world is coming, but be ready to die. Shut the fuck up.
You better get your head screwed on.
Okay.
And realize that
Okay, after I get my head screwed on? Okay.
BS doesn't matter.
Yeah, the BS doesn't matter. All that paper on your desk, all your bullshit, all your flailing over the years, there are shapeshifters among us, none of that matters, right, Alex? Tell us that everything you have said up to this point has been a mix of grift and bullshit and ignorant flailing based on paranoid delusions. And I appreciate you saying that and admitting to it, considering the circumstance we're in. Thank you, Steve. Oh, gotta jump over this thing again.
Here's Reuters.
Here's Freuders. Freuders? There's a lot of dead air today.
And realize that petty BS doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Again, this show is petty BS. I know,
Reuters
calling line too.
Russian foreign minister says Russia will continue Ukraine war until the end, including
yes, of them.
Of nuclear weapons.
Yeah, we've seen that. You keep reading your own.
Is at war with NATO.
It's, by the way, thanks for listing this, by the way, under occult and globalists. It's good that they categorize this. Now, NATO, and by the way, NATO are the globalists in this, just so you know, and the occultists. This dude right here, Sergei Lavrov, yeah, he's not talking about him. He's the victim in all this.
And there is now a real chance the conflict will turn nuclear. Kremlin Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned.
Sergei.
Russia warns of nuclear war. Ukraine war. Russia warns of nuclear conflict.
By the way, Daily Mail. He's reading the fucking Daily Mail.
With the West. In a major reversal after war.
Fuck, man. Are you just looping through
nuclear
this?
War. Germany approves tanks for Ukraine.
This is an 11-minute, 28-second clip, and it just... Is he just that repetitive all fucking day?
Germany to supply Ukraine with heavy weaponry.
Heavy weaponry? Heavy weaponry? All right, sure. These are Jesus tanks.
Remember how the last...
Oh, look, there's the same article again.
German war went.
I'm sorry, remember what?
Supply Ukraine with heavy weaponry.
Heavy weaponry? Heavy weaponry. Somebody get boss another stimulant.
Remember how the last German war went?
Yes, I do. Also, I also remember the decades since then when Germany is a totally different country. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? The area you live in was controlled by the Aztecs at one point. What's your point?
And then U.S. Blinken, Secretary of State, says Russia is failing in its war aims. Ukraine succeeding.
You sound sad. And by the way, that's from Reuters. Again, how the fuck... They do this on Newsmax all the time. They're constantly... Ben Shapiro does it. They're all like, the New York Times is bullshit. The Washington Post is all liberal shit. None of these are trustworthy. All of them are fake. And then they end up... Like, you look at the stack of news on their desk that they go through and go, see, told you, it's all the mainstream media. They're like, told you, look what it says in the mainstream media. I must be right. Fucking hell. It is a creepy angle, Leslie. I get this. It's like a crafts YouTube channel gone wrong. Just, yeah, get a good shot of him stacking paper. Someone took my stapler. It has my name on it. My stapler. They moved my desk down to the basement.
Yeah, Satan's succeeding right now.
Oh, all right. Good to know. Satan is succeeding right now. Is he? And what? And again, think about that statement. Just saying it randomly, but also think about what he means by it. It would require some clarification. Satan is succeeding right now. Vladimir Putin is getting all the help he needs. Well, look at Tiggs calling me. Look at this. What's? Hey, buddy. I'm on the air right now.
Oh, okay.
But you're so beloved, I answered anyways.
Oh, okay. What time do you go on?
10.
Tonight. Okay. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Adore you.
Okay,
Talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
And that's sweet. Tiggs, my drummer in 01, and he's a sweet, wonderful human being. All right, here we go.
Taking the world closer to total annihilation.
Okay, and Satan in this would be NATO, I guess, is what you're saying? George Soros and NATO are the Satan in this? Because the dudes actually threatening to blow the fucking world up aren't the NATO guys. You do recognize that, right? So Satan, or is Putin's a good dude? He's just got demons. Demons are taking over him. They're casting spells upon him.
While Biden has been blocked at least for a week by a federal court saying he cannot remove the federal law saying that you have to at least check people's IDs to see that they're not smuggling drugs or kidnapped children or women.
That's not what 42 is about. It's about testing. It's automatically expelling people based on for health reasons and making them stay in their host country or in Mexico until such time as you can process them outside the country because of the idea that they might carry a contagious disease. It's not about checking ID. Motherfucker, refugees don't have IDs most of the time. That's part of why it's difficult.
The Biden administration wants them to bring in children.
Fuck off.
Or they're not carrying illegal weapons.
What kind of... you don't mean guns, do you? Because this is America. Anybody who brings a gun in, automatic citizen.
Or they don't have a damn third world disease.
A third world disease. Yeah, we only want people with first world disease. You know, anxiety and depression, psychological stuff. The kind of stuff that you'd see in a Woody Allen movie. Other upper class. We like the upper class diseases, not this Ebola bullshit.
That, by the way, are exploding all over the United States.
Well, that's because obviously third world diseases are way more contagious than second world diseases. I mean, do any of them itch? I have a couple questions. Putin boasts devastating Satan II nuclear missile can break through any defenses and will be ready to strike in months. Yeah, good luck.
We have 2 crew members out right now who got third world diseases in the last week.
So tell me about the 2 InfoWars staffers who on a crazy night out in El Paso ended up with the clap. Please, tell me how it burns when they pee.
Stuff you never heard of.
Oh, and stuff I've never... I don't know, I've heard of a lot. Try me.
And that's because we're being purposely collapsed.
We're being purposely collapsed with third world diseases that you've never heard of. What diseases were they? Just, honestly, list of symptoms. I think we could figure it out.
That's the doomsday cult.
That's the doomsday cult that are forcing InfoWars correspondents to go to a Tijuana strip club and pick up the drip.
That's what they've set up.
That's what they've set up, and we fell for it.
That's what they've done to us.
Is it? They did that to you? They made you sleep with that woman? They made you get scabies because you slept over at Steve's house on his fucking futon, which I told you was filthy?
And it's only going to get worse until we...
Well, until you actually get a shot, I suppose. Chlamydia. It's chlamydia, syphilis, gonochlamydia, syphilis in bug form.
Stop it.
Stop it. I'd go with penicillin. Start there and work your way back.
Until we take back our governments in reverse course.
Take back our governments from our governments. Wait a minute. Multiple? Are you a dual citizen?
Till the bureaucrats and the corporate minions and everybody following illegal orders stop doing it.
Yeah, knock it off, guys. Okay. I'm done. Stop letting... If George Soros calls, don't pick up the phone. Jesus Christ. And then what? What's this ad for? Alex Jones was right. About what? Oh, it's Shoe on Head. Why is she wearing one of the shirts? What the fuck is that? Is Shoe on Head in this? Oh, Alex Jones was right, Jar. I see. That's a joke that she has on her show.
Nuts until the election was stolen, and then it was like somebody gave her smelling salts. Boom, she woke up. So I would tell her, I'm like, you know what? This dude's got the hand of God on him for sure. And in all the chat rooms,
Oh, yeah, totally. He's got the hand of God on him. Everything he says is totally the shit, man. It's totally real. It's great.
Brother, I believe you. That's the magic of it. And I'm not just right. The people are always right because we love God. Where do you think this world's going, brother?
Man, I started reading the Bible this year. I'm in the Lamentations of Jeremiah right now, and I don't know if God's going to save us one more time, but I encourage everybody to read the Bible. To me, that's our human history, and it's just repetitive. God gives you the great earth and the animals and this and that, and people go against them, worship false idols, do evil things, and then he
Oh, like that gold statue of Trump at CPAC?
slams you, and he's going to test you with Satan, just like Job. Everybody should
Well, I should hope so. That sounds like fun.
read in the book of Job. You're going to get slaughtered.
Well, I mean, why would he create the devil if not to tempt me with it? Right? You're not God unless you created everything. If you created everything, you're responsible for everything. You have the only response. You are the only responsible body. I can't be responsible. I'm human. I'm mortal. I live and die. I can't stop the existence of the devil. And you set him loose on me. That's rude. And you had to put him in her body. Sorry. No, that was it. That was the end of it. They just kind of jumped back to the thing, and that's it. Sergey. He can't even pronounce Sergey Lavrov's name. Fuck me. All right. Well, here's the thing, too. Why does the camera keep... I want to focus. Focus. It should be on... Maybe I need to set it on manual focus or something, because it doesn't seem to... I don't know why. Can't... There we go. That's how I do it, with my finger. Like, draw the focus to my face, and then I gotta sit still. Because if I move forward or back, it'll take me out of focus. This is what happens. This is the road gear. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, patrons. I'm going to be replacing some of this stuff soon. It will be very nice to be able to have an actual rig that will work and make the show kind of the same everywhere I go without this, like, the crawling ants around me in my green screen cutout. I'm trying to get past that point. Wish me luck. Patreon.com/AlSparks.